The Toronto Maple Leafs are facing a tough blow as one of their key forwards is sidelined due to a mysterious lower body injury. With mounting injuries already testing the team's depth, how will they adapt in the coming games? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of this situation and what it means for the Leafs' upcoming matchups. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay updated on all things Leafs. Bobby McMann of the Toronto Maple Leafs has been ruled out due to a lower body injury, and it looks like he will miss several games. It's never easy to hear news like this, especially when it comes to a player who has shown promise this season. McMann exited the game against the Florida Panthers during the second period after blocking a shot from Aaron Ekblad. He had a tough night, even losing a blade from his skate earlier in the game and then getting hit by a shot from teammate Chris Tanev. It's still unclear what the exact cause of his injury is, which adds another layer of frustration to an already challenging season for the Leafs. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. McMann was contributing nicely before this injury, with 7 points in 21 games, including 6 goals. He's still finding his footing in the NHL, especially in the first year of a 2-year contract extension worth $1.35 million. You have to wonder how this injury will impact not just his development, but the team's overall performance moving forward. With key players like Auston Matthews set to return for Saturday's game against the Tampa Bay Lightning, the timing of McMann's absence couldn't be worse. The Leafs have been grappling with a string of injuries among their forwards, and it feels like they've been hit by a wave of bad luck lately. Matthew Knies, Max Pacioretty, David Kampf, Max Domi, and Kalle Jarnkrok have all missed time recently, while Ryan Reeves is still serving a 5-game suspension. It's a tough pill to swallow for a team that was hoping to build momentum this season. Head coach Craig Berube expressed his frustration, stating that the team needs to be sharper and avoid unnecessary penalties. I have to agree with him. Taking 6 minutes of penalties in the third period while trying to mount a comeback is just not acceptable. Looking ahead, the Leafs have a packed schedule coming up for games in 6 days. With McMann out, they'll need to rely on their depth and hope that some of the returning players can help stabilize the lineup. The question that lingers is, how will this affect their chances in the standings? I'm honestly torn on whether the organization should rush McMann back or take the time to ensure he's fully healed. Letting him recover might be the best course of action, especially considering how competitive the season is shaping up to be. The emotional roller coaster for us fans is real. We want to see our team succeed, but we also don't want to see them compromised by injuries. It's a balancing act. We want to win games, but we also want our players healthy and ready for the long haul. You have to wonder if this is the best decision in the grand scheme of things. Personally, I'm feeling divided. On one hand, the urgency to perform is palpable, but on the other, long-term health is crucial. So what do you think? Was it wise to push through the injuries, or should the Leafs be more cautious with their players? I want to hear your thoughts on this. How do you think McMann's absence will impact the team's performance over the next few games? With all the injuries piling up, do you feel optimistic about the upcoming matchups? Auston Matthews is back, folks. After missing 9 games due to that pesky upper body injury, he's confirmed he'll be in the lineup this Saturday against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Just hearing him say, "In my mind, I'm back and excited to play tomorrow," gives me chills. This is exactly the news we've been waiting for. Luke Fox tweeted that Matthews is ready to roll, and you can feel the excitement in the air. During Friday's practice, Matthews was a full participant, skating alongside William Nylander and Matthew Knies on the top line. He even took part in the first power play unit, which tells us one thing: the Leafs are not wasting any time integrating him back into a prime scoring role. There were discussions about easing him back in, but honestly, a scorer of his caliber needs to be in a position to light the lamp. When Matthews gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable. It's been a long time coming for the Maple Leafs to have him back, and his presence is going to provide a significant boost to the team. Despite missing him, the Leafs have been playing solid hockey, but let's be real, they've definitely missed his production. Just look at that recent loss to the Florida Panthers. It was a stark reminder of how crucial he is to the lineup. With Matthews back, they're looking to regain their momentum and bounce back against the Lightning. Let's talk about Matthews' performance before his injury. The 27-year-old had a pretty strong start with 5 goals and 6 assists in just 13 games. Not quite the scoring pace we've seen in previous seasons, but still impressive. He's one of the NHL's elite scorers, and when he's in the zone, he's a game changer. I think it's fair to say that having him back not only strengthens the offense, but also elevates the team's confidence. You can just feel it in the locker room. Now, what does this mean for the future of the Leafs? Well, it's all about getting the right chemistry back. The team has been holding its own, but with Matthews back, the dynamics change. The hope is that he'll ignite a spark that leads to a winning streak. Fans remember the heartbreak from last season, and every game counts in the quest for the cup. So, will Matthews be the catalyst that gets them back on track? I'm honestly torn on how quickly he'll find his rhythm after such a long layoff. Can he step right back into that elite form? That's the million-dollar question. I know I'm not alone in feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness here. The pressure is on, and we'll be watching closely to see how he performs. I want to hear from you. How do you think Matthews will impact the team right away? Can he shake off the rust quickly? And let's not forget about the power play unit. We're all aware that it's been a bit hit or miss lately. With Matthews back on the first unit, this could be the jumpstart they need to capitalize on those opportunities. A healthy Matthews means a more dangerous Leafs team, and you have to think they'll be looking to put on a show this weekend. So, what are your expectations for the game against Tampa Bay? Are you feeling optimistic, or do you think it might take some time for him to get back into the groove? I genuinely want to know your thoughts. Share your opinions in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss a thing. We're all in this together as Leafs fans, and your support means everything. Let's keep the hope alive and get ready for what should be an electrifying game.